Hello, welcome to this fourth session of PGMP question test series. My name is Dharam Singh. I'm your host. I'm your mentor, and I'm going to talk about number of questions, 5 questions from benefit management domain. So thank you for joining this session, and I'm very sure if you are preparing for PGMP, you'll find this session very useful. I have very special 5 questions. Not only questions, you'll going to have some learning about the benefit management domain. So love to know if you are in the process of doing PGMP and what is the status and what are you going to do. And if you have prepared or if you've gone through the chapter benefit domain, you will love these questions. Even if you don't, you will still find them useful, maybe for later stage. All right, so welcome again, guys. So as I said, this is the fourth session. I have already conducted 3 more previously, and these 3 sessions are already available on YouTube channel. And feel free to go back to those questions as well. I think you will find them useful as well. So these questions, generally I discuss them in my class with in the group mentor program or the personal mentor program. So people have been asking about, hey, Dharam, can you assist us with the questions? So here I am bringing questions to you, and here we're going to learn a lot of things. So let me tell you, this program will work really well if you are going to participate in answering the question. If you don't answer, you just silently watching the question and answer, you will not find that exciting. So my request to you, even if you don't know the answer, try your best. And if you need more time, I will allow you more time. But I really want you to participate in the discussion questions. Yes, unfortunately, you cannot. So somebody said you cannot hear me. Can you not hear me at all? Yes? No? Please reply. Hello? Let me check some connections. Is it? Hello? Can you please reply if you're hearing me? Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. I don't know what if you had I have to repeat everything, but anyway. Okay, good. Okay, many people have confirmed that. So I'm very happy. So once again, welcome to this session, the PGMP test series question. So PGMP, as you know, the program major professional, and it's one of the prestigious certificates. There are less than 4,000, around 3,500 PGMPs globally. So if you are preparing for PGMP and if you are going for the exam and you pass the exam, you're going to be proud member of this club. And as you can imagine, this will open up number of doors for you. And I'm into the teaching of PGMP since 2009, and I have seen many people coming and getting their certificate, and they are doing great in their life. I can keep talking about the example, but it's more about how you can be there and how you're going to be part of that elite group. So as I said, this is the 4th series, and the three sessions are already on YouTube. If you okay, so if you have not watched, if you're not participated previously, please do that. You will find them very useful. So the purpose of this session is to talk about the questions and to talk about how you attack certain type of questions. And I will try to give you some tips and hints and how to get to the answer in the shortest time. And yes, you feel free to put your comments on the question pad. And if you have any related question, I love to take it. But if not, you please put your comments here and ask me any question related. And maybe you need clarification, I will be happy to do that. All right, guys, so let's get started. So about myself, and we'll talk about how to pass the PGMP. It's not covered here, but I will tell you how to learn about the process of getting the PGMP. I will give you some session overview, question and answer, and how can I help. as a company. My company name is vCare Project Management, and we are, or especially me, is serving the PgMP community and PFMP community since 2009. And I'm glad to say I have now contributed to the success of 343 PgMPs from 48 countries. I think this is around 10% number. And this is a proud number for me. Every PgMP or PFMP, when they come with excitement and learning. They want to learn. And when they get the certificate, of course, you're going to be happy. And I'm also happy because this is a long journey. Once you achieve that, and that gives me a satisfaction. So how to prepare, how to pass for PgMP. So one of the video I've done, if you have not watched this video, please note down this link. If you don't have the link, if you want me to copy and paste on the chat, I will do that later on. But at this stage, you want to do this is YouTube. You can note down, and this is where I'll spend. It's 1.5 hour video, which will give you all kind of perspective, how to ready, what to do, what not to do, and many things. And so please watch. And any question, clarification related to PgMP, even PFMP, come back to me. You can book some free time with me. I will go through your questions, clarification, eligibility question, or anything related to PgMP. I'll be more than happy to talk about. All right. Good. Perfect. So some intro, if you're not familiar with me. Yes, I know it's a small writing. I'm not expecting you to read everything. In a brief, I am a trainer, mentor, guide in the PgMP, PFMP, PMP if required, RMP, and many of the certificates training program. And if you're not looking for certificate, just looking for program management, portfolio management, yes, we have done that as well. And yes, I was part of PMI Sydney for 3 years as the board of director and in the key roles. And that is where I got into this journey of PgMP or starting my company. So that was my reward of working, effortlessly, or with the PMI Sydney with a lot of contribution. But I got something out of that. My motivation to become a trainer, mentor, a starting company. So you can see some numbers here as numbers are keep growing. 342 it was, now it's 343, and I'm contributing around 50 plus PgMP every year. I think this year by August already I have around 40 PgMPs, so I'm hoping to cross 50 and maybe 60 this time. I did 72 in 2018. I think it's a long time now. That happened because of the exam change, so a lot of people did the exam at the time. In June, when the exam was changing, there was 19 PgMP in that month from my programs. All right, so yeah, something interesting about me. I am a yoga trainer as well. If you are interested to learn more, not just PgMP, PFMP, something about health and how to stay fit and how to stay focused, this is the program you like to come. I am a founder of Yippee Yoga. Yippee is nothing but yoga and park for extreme energy. I am running a evening program, which evening happened to be my evening, San Francisco's time. So 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock PST. If that time suits you, let me know. I will give you some link and you can join that free session. That will definitely make you more happy and healthier. All right, enough about me. Let's get started. So how this session going to work? There will be questions. I have picked them. I just really want to discuss these questions with you, and you're going to find them very useful. Read the entire question, not only here, but when you're sitting in the exam, make sure you read word by word, line by line. Of course, when we talk about lengthy question, the strategy is going to be a little different. Read the options. Even if you feel the option A is correct, think about, maybe option B is better, C is better, even D is much better. So reading all the options, very important. And everything within the option. Sometimes we make a judgment without reading fully. For example, if you're looking for charter and you see a charter as one of the options, but that if you're not careful, that option may be saying project charter, and accidentally you may pick just not accidentally, but unconsciously you pick that answer, and you have a wrong option. Anyway, so make sure you read all the options. Elimination, if you have no idea, especially today if you have not gone through the benefit management domain chapter, you might find, hey, I don't know and I don't understand this. But I will suggest, and this is going to be a good exercise, especially when you're sitting in the exam, you don't know what to do with the particular question, where you have never seen such question or such topic. What I have to do? First, start eliminating. There are always possibility to eliminate one, maybe two of them. And then can be, still not sure, then you always have 50% chance. Make your decision and keep an eye on the time. While you may be doing all right, but if you're not keeping the pace, staying in the pace of the time, you may struggle to complete the exam. That is another thing you have to worry about. Yeah, make the right choice and keep moving, and make sure you verify that you want to say B and actually answer is B. All right. So with no further delay, let's get started. And this is a little lengthy questions, and if you want, I can give you more time, and I will read the question loud and clear, and I will have options as well for you, and you will have opportunity to answer. And make sure you answer on the question pad so that I can see your answers. And if I see there's some, if we are not aligned for any reason, I will explain to you. All right. So let me read the question. You are a program manager for the program XY. You have 10 projects and some operational activities within your program. Some of the projects within your program are in the closing stage, and most of their deliverables are completed and have started realizing benefits. During this stage, one of your stakeholders has raised a concern that some of the deliverables which are delivered are not aligned with the expected benefits. You are planning a discussion with a particular stakeholder, which document is likely to be updated after the discussion. So now the option we have: benefit register, benefit management plan, risk and issue register, and benefit realization report. All right, so your time starts now. You have 1 minute. So read the question carefully and answer it carefully. All right, I can see some answers already. Yeah. And don't worry if you're getting wrong or right. Just answer something. I like to see your participation. So far, I got all the options. Keep going. Please answer. Whether they're getting right or wrong doesn't matter. All right, few more seconds. And feel free to change the answer if you want. All right, we're nearly done. So good. Thank you for your participation. And I can still see a couple of people have not participated. Don't worry, that's okay. There are 4 more questions to go. But this is a really interesting question. Let me read it again. Here we're talking about a program where you have 10 projects and some operation activities. Remember, program can have some operation activities, unlike in projects, because we're talking about the benefit. To achieve a benefit, you might have some operation activities as well. So some of the projects with your program are closing stage, deliveries are done, you start realizing the benefit. So at this stage, one of the stakeholders has raised a concern. Some of the deliverables which are delivered are not aligned with the expected benefit. So somebody has a concern, one of the stakeholders has a concern. So now you're planning to have a discussion with this stakeholder. So which document is likely to be updated after this discussion? So there is a concern and you're going to meet with this person. So after the meeting, if the concern is valid, you are not going to update any of these documents unless you update your risk and issue register. First thing you have to do, update your issue register. Then you may have to update the benefit register or benefit plan or benefit relation report. So the discussion, after discussion, which document are we going to approve, update, that's going to be risk and issue register. I hope it makes sense to you. Please feel free to say yes or no, because these kind of questions, while looking lengthy, and this can be easy question. All right. So I can see number of people got right. I think 30% of you got right, but I got all the four options as options. So no worries. And as I said, participation is important, and you know, and when you get wrong, you actually listen more carefully. Why I'm getting wrong? Then you start thinking and more analytically. All right. So I hope you like the question, and I like to see the feedback. If you don't give me feedback, I will not know. All right. So analysis we already done. Let's look at the A, B, and D are distractors, and correct answer is C. All right. All right. I think I'm realizing that these questions are not just benefit management. These are stakeholder engagement. I might have misled you. Okay. But anyway, so next question we have is number 2. During the program review meeting, one of the key stakeholders has highlighted a major issue in your program, which impact multiple projects within the program. What is your first course of action? Document issue in the issue register, document issue and seek governance direction, request stakeholder to provide proof to confirm that it's really an issue in the program. And the D is talking about advise the stakeholder the issue has taken care already as part of the program management planning process. All right, your time starts now. All right, keep going. And the previous question might have given you some hint. So far, all going good, almost all correct. All right. Still have a lot of time. Please participate. Participation is more important. I can still see a couple of people not participating. All right, almost there. Take your time. Anybody last minute? Okay, good. Perfect. So this is very interesting question, and most of you got it right as well. It is about getting few things here. Important thing is asking that somebody, a key stakeholder, has highlighted a major issue in your program. That's going to impact multiple projects within the program. The question is asking, what is the first course of action? Every time, make sure you read the question carefully. What is your first course of action? First, next step, last step, these, and least, last, these are the key words. Here the question asking first, only one step. We're not talking multiple. Like, if you're answering B is saying document issue and C governance direction. So this is 2 actions. So that's why B is not right. If this was only, A is correct in this case, document issue in the issue register, that is the what I'm looking for. And this is 2 things. C is saying request stakeholder to provide proof to confirm that it's really an issue in the program. And I can see few people did answer this way. It's not the first thing somebody raised a concern. Actually, this is saying major issue. Issue, somebody is issue, it has to be recorded somewhere. First thing first, you record it. Then you do something else. You may have to analyze it. You may have to ask the stakeholder to provide more proof or whatever. But first section is document issue in the issue register. Why not D? Advise the stakeholder that issue are taken care already as part of the program and planning process. Before we come to the conclusion or giving you feedback, you have to document it first. All right, perfect. Now I can see almost everybody is participating. Great. So great. If you got the answer A is correct, perfect. You are on right track. And if you got any other answer, doesn't mean anything. It's about the learning process. Okay, good. Now let's look at the next question. Step by step, we already gone through this. All right. And feel free to ask me, if you're not agreeing with something, please put your in the question section. Hey, Dharam, it doesn't make sense to me, or can you verify why or not? I will be more happy to discuss. I know it's a one-way traffic. I have to keep talking. If it is a normal class, you have opportunity to discuss with me. You can provide your feedback. I'd actually ask you to analyze the question, your option, why you're getting your answer is A or B or C. Okay. Yes, this is a webinar, and webinar means only I can talk here, but I can read and I can answer or resolve your concerns. Okay, now number 3, another big question for you. It's a lengthy question. I don't see it's lengthy, but yes, it has multiple lines. That's why lengthy. And in exam, you might see some of the more lengthier than this. So question 3, you are the program manager for the $2 billion program called XYZ. Within your program, there are lots of procurement planned, and those procurement will be reviewed by purchasing team, which need budget approval by finance team, and later the end product will be marketed by the marketing department. You are planning to issue a RFP for some of the procurement which are planned. At this point of time, which of the below stakeholder will you focus more during this process? This is very interesting question. You should not be surprised if you see similar question in your real exam. So purchasing department who will process the RFP, finance department who will fund the RFP, marketing department who will market the product, and the stakeholder from whom you expect a response for the RFP. I like to see all of you participating in this question. It's going to be very, very interesting question for very important question for you. All right, your time already started. Okay, keep going. I'm happy to see everybody is participating. That is more important. Okay, I can see a lot of people getting right. All right, time is over. You have some time. You can continue to, because I know this is lengthy question, but please take your time to answer. I'm reading a question here. Somebody has put a question. Can you please advise how the answer would change if procurement was not planned? Not planned. Okay. All right. So before I answer this question, anybody else last minute? Okay. So this is actually a very interesting question. If you're not careful, you're going to get it wrong. And even in my class, when I'm running a class, if I have 5 people, I have 4 different answers. So if you're getting different answers, doesn't matter. But important thing is if you understood the question. So question is asking, situation we have going for a procurement, a lot of procurement required. You have procurement team, purchasing team, finance team, marketing team. They have different role to play. At this point of time, which of the below stakeholder you focus more? The option in the question thing, focus more during this process. Okay. So while if you're getting saying purchasing, purchasing department has a very important role to play because they are the one who's going to give you list of verified or vendors already in the system, and they will help you in the RFP process and all that. These all they are very important. Finance team is also important because they are going to approve your funding, all the funding for the procurement. Marketing, they are going to use the product, so they're going to define the requirement. But none of these are correct. The option, the focus at this stage, the stakeholder from whom you expect a response for the RFP. We have to see where the focus. These three departments are enablers. They are helping you to come to this point, to select the right vendor, to come to this point. But your focus, RFP process, is to select a vendor, select the right partner for your job. Always look for the word. If you are talking, if you are in UAT process, what is the focus? Yes, there are testers and this and that. They are the enabler, but focus is something else. So always look for the word focus. What is the focus, and what are other enablers? So purchasing is helping you, finance is helping you, marketing helping you. The end goal for this is to get a right vendor for you. Okay, the stakeholder from whom you expect a response for the RFP. I like to see some, wow moment. If it's really making sense to you, if not making sense to you, please put that in your question. I like to see that. Okay, makes sense. Perfect. So, somebody saying, but RFP is still not your issue. So, how the focus will be? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, purchasing will help you to complete the RFP. We are not completed the RFP process, but the focus is to who will be our potential vendors. What is the selection criteria going to be? How to make sure that they have the required requirements. So your focus is there. Yes, the selection criteria and eligibility, all this will be happening as a process. But the important thing is your start when the focus is your potential vendor. Always look for focus, the word. What is the focus and what are the enablers? Okay, PM is, I'm looking the responses. PM is the SME on project, good interface with the vendors, and although he may not own the relationship, it is his responsibility. Yes, makes sense. Okay, perfect. So I think there are some people they're still not going to accept that, but as I am telling you, this is about the focus. Where is your focus? Start to end, focus is, I have to get the right vendor for my work. These are purchasing, finance, marketing, all important. I'm not saying they are not important. They are enablers, help you to reach that point. Okay. All right. I'm sure you'll find this question very interesting. So if you see the question, which I'm hoping in exam, you know what to do now. All right. So I've already given the analysis. We don't have to worry about this. All right. Number 4 question. Another interesting question. Very, very important. So you are managing a high critical program for a bank ABC. And there are multiple projects within this program. And the team members are spread across more than 80 countries across the globe. You have received a request from one of the project office, which is newly deployed in the country, that they want to update their communication tactics. Which document do you advise this project office to refer? Program management information system, PMIS, communication management plan, program work breakdown structure, and program management plan. All right, your time starts now. Yeah, this should be easy for most people. Keep going. Yeah. And I'm seeing some, along with the answer, you have some explanation, which is good to read. I'd like to know why you are picking particular answer. All right. I think time is already over, but yes, you take a couple of more seconds. Okay. So yeah, this question, yes, while it has some scenario, but I call this question as not a difficult question. And let me give you the main question asking about the communication tactics. Which document do you advise the project office to refer? So yes, not everything is document. PMI is not a document. I understand, but sometimes it's given to you in the option just to mislead you as well. So if some people think that PMIS, like PMIS can be automated system, can be a manual system, manual with Excel spreadsheet, other thing can be. But anyway, let's not go into that. So PMIS is not an answer. If you're saying A, that's wrong. And program work breakdown structure is not going to help you there. This is only breaking down into smaller pieces of the work at the program package. Between B and D, B is more specific. In the answers, you look for a specific answer. So communication management plan, that's where you have communication tactics. Some people can argue, hey, why not program and plan? It has every other documents. All the planning documents. It has communication management plan, it has stakeholder engagement plan, and every other document. No, we are looking for specific. If you have a communication management plan, yes, pick that kind of. If you don't have communication management plan, then look for the next and higher next document in that. So out of B and D, you have to pick a B. All right. Okay, let me see some comments as well with that. This is program communication plan, not project. Yes, so doesn't matter. It's not specific. It's not mentioned as the program management plan. Here, the reference is about the program. So you can accept as it is. Where out of these options, B is the only option. Yes, this is purposely left out to give you some thought process. So many times the options are made up or created in such a way to make it not obvious answer. All right, I think most of you got this right, which is good. And if you got wrong, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything because this is a learning process. All right, we are moving towards the last question, I believe. Yeah, last question. All right, question number 5. It's a small question, but still tricky. So you are about to conduct a program kickoff meeting. There are 12 countries, and every country have 10 departments. Who are the key stakeholders for you, and who you're going to invite for this program? Invite 10 people, one from each department, so all departments are covered. 12 people, so that every country is covered, and invite 120 people, one from each department across all countries. Invite 22 people, one from each department and one from each country. So this is an interesting question. Yes, let's see your answer. Okay. Keep answering. I like to see this last question. I like to see all of you participating in this. All right. So far, so good. Because this involves some calculation, I can allow you some extra time. Yeah, many people getting right. So please answer whatever comes to you, even if you just pick random answer. Because remember, in exam, you have no negative marking. So even if you get wrong, you have nothing to lose. And here, nothing to lose because I'm not looking I'm not judging anybody because so many people are there. It's only for you to see if you get wrong. Now you will be more careful listening to me. Why I'm getting wrong? Why I got this wrong? All right. Any last minute taker? I think not everybody has participated, which is not I'm excited about. Anyway, okay. So this question is interesting. And while, let me read the question again. We're talking about program kickoff meeting. And your company has spread across 12 countries, and every country has 10 departments. Reality can be different. So all of them are your key stakeholders. So now during the kickoff meeting, who are you going to invite? 10 people? Not really, just covering only the 10 departments. So you're hoping that the department head go and contact all the 12 countries. Now, it is your program, and they are your primary stakeholder. You need to make sure they are communicated. 12 people because of each country. Again, this is offloading your responsibility to somebody else, and that can also create some damage to a program. So what information you share with me, what they will pass on to other people. Yeah. D is not also right. D is just sum of 10 or 12. That gives 22 each department and each country. This will actually create more confusion because now each department head is thinking that he or she will be communicating with all the countries. The country head will be thinking that other way around. So it's a more confusing situation. So the correct answer is 120 people, and here you're covering each of the departments and in all the countries. Yes, it's a big number. You don't like to have a meeting with 120 people, but it is your program. You have to make sure they get the information. You might end up having 10 different meetings and 12 different meetings in the time zone, or maybe one teleconference where all the people are there, they are listening or participating. Okay, so I hope this questions are making sense to you. The questions are finished, and as per my promise, I'm happy to give you a coupon code which will save you $100 if you are interested. If you have been thinking to participate in one of my class, so this is the time to benefit from this. So one class I'm starting tomorrow. If the time zone work for you, that is 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock my time. I'm in San Francisco. The evening of 4 to 6 San Francisco time. This is a 6 weeks group mentoring program, and yeah. So if you want to find out more about this program, I will be happy to give you more information about this. And so yeah, I like to know if you are interested in the code. I just give a code for no reason, and then no point. Anyway, so yeah, put your request. Dharam, I'm interested. Give me the code and in the question pad. And if you wanted to book some time with me to discuss anything about PgMP, okay, I got some interest. I will be sharing that. All right. Okay, so I will be sharing very soon. So if you want to discuss how this program going to work for you, or about the PgMP eligibility or anything like that, please take this note, this link, and book your time with me. I think the capital and the small letter also makes sense. So make sure you take as it is, write it down. All right. Okay. All right. So there's a question here I will be giving. So thanks for creating the learning opportunity. Can you, can't thank you more. Can you please advise an approach to use ECO to prepare for the exam? Memorization? Not really. Look, ECO itself is a very important. ECO itself is a very important document, and there are 72 tasks, and each task make huge sense. Memorization is a no for me. I don't want you just focus on memorization. I want you to try, create a picture in your mind. And I have a special technique. I have a document called Pathfinder. If you want to start with that, It's a $45. I've split the task into multiple smaller pieces that will make your learning much easier. We'll happy to talk more about that. Feel free to book some time with me. So if you are interested to join tomorrow's program or future programs, and if you are watching this video later on, that's okay. I'm giving you, if the code is still alive in that time, maybe 2 years, 3 years time, you can still use it. The code is discount 100 USD as one word. Let me put on the chat. So when you're purchasing the program, make sure use this as a coupon code, discount 100 USD. And if it's not working, let me know. But I like to see that you have completed and use this and benefit from this program. I think this can be applied to a personal mentoring program, group mentoring program, even recording mentoring program as well. Okay, if you want just for the recorded as well. But yeah, it's not applicable for buying books or anything, but mentoring programs. All right, so I hope you have enjoyed this. I think I have one more session for PgMP Question Bank. And if I'm getting good feedback, people are, so what I will do, I see your message, a link. I don't have the link at the moment, but let me quickly take you to my website and show it to you there. And when you're there, go to the programs, online program, PgMP. So there are several types of programs. So the program which I'm talking about tomorrow, this is the program. And once you have picked the program, of course, add to cart. And before you go out, it will be asking you to pay. And that's where we have a coupon code. You can add the coupon code. Okay, this is where the discount coupon code will go. So if you come, not everywhere the tax is applicable. It's because California high taxes, but from other places, taxes are not applicable. All right. Yeah, if you come, if I have any problem with this, let me know. I will be happy to help you out with this. And anything else I can help you, any question, clarification, feel free to book some time with me and we can go through it. And otherwise, if you're not my student, that's okay. And keep in touch with me. Let me know how if you done exam, how was that for you? And feel free to give some credit if you want. Anyway, so thank you for participation. I was very excited to see that everyone has participated and like to see you more. And remember, there's one webinar coming up on 2nd of September with Delinda, and she's a recent PFMP. You like to learn from her as well. All right. So keep an eye on the upcoming webinars, and you will find the guests I'm inviting. They are very, very high profile, and they will contribute to your success as well. All right, guys. So take care till next time. And yes, be safe and stay happy. All right. Bye now. Take care.